Hi guys, what's going on? It's Sam with Sam's Man Tree Service, and I've been wanting to do this review. I actually already did it, but I didn't really use the device a whole lot. And now I have about 5 or 6 climbs on it, so I think it's a good time to give it a review. This box, you guys have been seeing people post about it. I'm a little bit late to the train, but it's the Notch Rope Runner Pro. So I got this because my zigzag is recalled. I absolutely love Petzl products. They're very well designed. They work really well. This recall isn't even anything too bad. It's just slips. It's not like a dive bomb slip. I mean, it's literally, depending on your weight, I guess, and your rope, you'll sit down into it and it'll just go, it just creeps. So, I decided, I mean, they're going to give me a new one for free. So it's like, I might as well take this one out of service. Also, safety-wise, eventually it's going to slip more and more. So, but I needed a new device, so I decided to go with this. I wanted to do a review on it because there's a lot of misconceptions about it. And I was also part of that misconception group. It's weird. And I'm going to tell you guys, as climbing to your advances, it's like any industry, you know, mechanical devices are a fairly new thing. So let's go over what it is. So this is a unisender, basically. It goes up and down. There are specific descenders and ascenders, so go up or down. So a few features of this are the double locking pins. So these are ANSI rated. These are good for climbing. They're not single locking. It is adjustable, which is sweet. So this pin here adjusts, so you could use it on almost, I believe it says, I don't really want to get too much into the specs in case I mess up. I have the manual, but I believe it's 11 to 13 millimeter. So other devices don't go that much. Just saying. So it's nice, and the thing is, I've used this with a few different ropes so far, and it works on almost every rope. So that's the nice thing that I like. Other devices sometimes didn't work super well on certain ropes. This, with adjustment, you can make it work with almost every rope. It also has an SRT attachment point. So this would be for like a chest tether or a neck tether. I don't even think a neck tether is a real thing. People don't like wrapping around their necks. And it's a single attachment point. So what you'll realize is this is not made for double rope. Although I mainly climb double rope, and I like it for double rope. So some of the features, I mean, I kind of just went over them. But the pins, what you would do. Oh, and it does have a pulley. So that is one thing. You can tend this like you would a zigzag or a prusik, like a cord prusik. So I'm going to show you guys how you install on your rope, because people think it looks complicated, but it's not. It really isn't, guys. So what you do, you know what, I'm going to take you guys over to the bench to show you it. I'm going to throw my saddle on so I can show you guys how it works a little bit better. Alright guys, so you're going to have, I'm using it as a double rope right now, but you're going to have your attachment point or your termination end, which is the bottom. Let's see if we can spin this, we can't. So what you're going to do, some of these pins you don't have to worry about, and some you do. So the first pin, it's double lock, so you push it through. Make sure you guys can see that. Push it through, and then you guys stick your finger in there, take it completely out, at least for this rope I'm using. And you slam your rope right in. And it does have these little, let me show you guys these. Nope, wrong side. No, they're on both sides. It does have these little rope. Oh man, that's hard to see. There you go. It has these little rope diagrams. So it is kind of like illustrated. So you put your rope through, grab your pin. I make sure the pins are on the same side, just so when I check them, they're a little bit easier to check. Push it all the way through, all the way through. Then, there you go, I'm on the back side. Then this pin, all you gotta do, it's a double pin, so you push it once, push it twice, just push it flush, and this slides open. So then, slides open, and you pull this up. and you push it down, push it all the way through, make sure double. And this last one, push it once, push it twice, flips open. These pins don't come out. The bottom two, you don't need to worry about them coming out unless you really, I guess you could get them to come out, but you don't need to. And then, yep, there you go. Your rope runner is installed. So you throw a carabiner on your attachment point. I'm making sure you guys are in focus right now because it's here. Throw a carabiner on your attachment point. I like to spin mine on the bottom down. And I'll show you some basic function. So, like I said, you can pull up on it and it will tend like that. That's very handy. Some devices don't have this pulley on the back. You really want that pulley. Simply because when you're climbing, I don't know why, but especially in double rope or even just single rope, sometimes pulling like this doesn't get you the right angle because if you're crooked like this, it doesn't pull quite as right. So I know no matter what with my tail, if I just pull up, I'm getting it the slack tended right out no matter what. And then to descend, I gotta change this. To descend, all you do, I put my hand here, put my thumb on the top. Make sure you're in camera, Sam. Put your thumb on top and just pull down the top lever. So I like this because it's very controllable. If I just need to go down an inch, I just barely touch it and there we go. If I need to go down real fast, I know I just got to crank it down. So that's what I like. It's like a hydraulic lever. That's really how I kind of explain this. Is it's a lever and it's a very controllable lever. So I could go real slow, fast, slow, flat. You know, you could feather it. I noticed when I was trying to be super cool on the job sites with the zigzags or other devices, they're not as consistent, you know, with the rappelling. You know, especially when you get at the top of a, you know, you're done, you stripped out the tree on a removal or even on a trim with a friction saver and you want to bomb down and be cool like you're rappelling a rock wall. It's funner and easier with this, I'm not going to lie. Things I absolutely love about this. Well, let's go with the things I hate about this. There's two things I don't like a whole lot. When you're in double rope, this can happen where it eats into your rope. So that's not cool. Now, mind you, this is made for single rope. So I'm not going to get too picky on that. Another thing I like, I don't know if I said this already, but the pulley, when you pull up, I know I'm going up. So to counter this, mind you, it depends what you're tied into. I'm tied into an eye, just like an eye. So that doesn't have any rope spread. So this is going to happen. I usually am tied into a friction saver pulley or just a regular branch. So with the friction saver pulley, I have a little bit more spread like this. So it's not too bad. To counteract it, all you do is when you grab it, just twist it to the side. This side's static, so it's not like you're going to be running your finger across it. That's a complaint. And the other complaint is my thumb gets chewed up from this thing as of now. Maybe I'm not used to it, but here I would love to see something that uses the existing pin as like a cover over here. I understand if they did that, then people would complain, man, I gotta undo this cover now, and it's not really that as easy as midline attachable, blah, blah, blah. I get it. So I wish they gave it to you as an extra. You know, it's going to cost like nothing to manufacture. It's literally just going to be a little plate over here that's not life support, and you just sit there, and it just helps not chew up your thumb as much. Using the existing pin. That's what I want. I want to use the existing pin, no other attachment other than just a little flap. I think the rope runner, the regular one, it's called a bird flap, something like that. So another thing with these adjustments, you can use almost any rope, like I was saying earlier, and the ropes are good for whatever. You know, this device is going to work for SRT, it's going to work for double rope or moving rope, whatever people say. I don't really care about how fancy and dancy you get. Moving rope, double rope, we all understand what you're saying. I interviewed for this one company one day, and the guy I was talking to, he's like, what do you climb mainly? I'm like, double rope. He's like, what's double rope? And certified arborist, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, well, it's when you throw your rope over a crotch and you don't use SRT. He's like, so it's moving rope system. I'm like, all right, asshat. I'm like, dude, everyone understands what you're saying. Everyone. Yeah. Anyway, so I don't know why that irked me so bad just now, but it's great. And the one thing here's something I really like, and I notice about this a lot. When you're on, like, I was on a big oak branch, and normally I'm like, man, I don't want to tie into that huge friction-y piece. You know, it's gonna suck coming down on. It was this big Y, about this big. I threw my rope over, and that's a lot of friction for most devices. But the thing I like about this is if you crank it all the way down, it's pretty straight. It's almost like just a straight free fall. So I like that they give you the ability to do that. So it's like, it can accommodate a lot. Like, my rope had pine sap on it, and I was doing double rope. Single rope's it's a whole different game, guys, single rope. So when I was double rope today and my rope was filled with white pine sap, I was bombing down no problem because I could take almost all the friction out. So it's really handy. What do I rate this at? I rate this out of 9 out of 10. I wish I had the bird flap that came with it. I wish it came with it. Wish, I wish it's not going to be like a secondary thing. But 9 out of 10, I really like this. I'm pretty picky too. And I really didn't want to like this. Everyone's talking about it. I went to rec climbs. Everyone's like, you got to get it. You got to get it. You got to get it. I'm like, I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. Well, I bought it and I like it. I like it a lot. That's the big thing for me, is it works with almost any rope. And then it's a hydraulic lever, I call it, because it's user based. It's not going to do anything crazy unless you make it do crazy. There is some responsibility with that though too. Like, I would not give this to a new guy. I really wouldn't, because it's just, you could bomb all the way down by just going like that. I mean, it's not too crazy once they let go, but it's still kind of like a little bit touchy until you get used to it. So I love it, guys. Hope you guys enjoy this review. Let me know in the comments what you'd like to see. One more thing real quick. The fix for, I've already figured it out. I just gotta go get it. The fix for this, I'll just show you. So, you know how double rope, it's like that. The fix for it, the ultimate fix. See what happens. I have a hydro pulley on here. See what happens when I go like this. Now I'm all tightened up. I'm still really close, but look at that. You could really twist this completely away, so you have no interference. What does that fix include? Well, if you see, the hydro's on a swivel, so I can swivel this around left and right, no problem. But the terminated end that's not moving, the dead end of the rope, is not on a swivel. So when you move this, you can't run it like this. You can't. You can't one bit, because you're jamming into the pulleys, the side of the plate. So I think what would have to be done is a swivel on this separately. Might be something worth doing, Notch, if you're watching or whoever's watching. Make one of these with a swivel. That would literally fix everything. So yeah, that's the fix. What you could do if you want the swivel, let me think here. I think the Petzl swivel with the screw would work. I don't know if that's life support though. I don't know. I don't want to double stack carabiners, because that's silly. But that might be something we have to do. A swivel carabiner possibly. I don't know. You'll have to figure it out. But if you could get a swivel on just this end, I mean, you could twist the rope too, like I am. That's no big deal. But it would not twist no matter how much. This still wants to come with it. So, I guess you could put a swivel on this end too. So yeah, that's a fix for it though. Someone figure it out for us, please, before I do. Thank you. Now goodbye.